Peace, family. Thank you for tuning in to yet another video with me. I am Lonnie G, the CEO and founder of Loving the Journey with Lonnie G, and I am a spiritual mentor and intuitive healer for Black women. I help Black women learn who they are, what they need, and how to align with their life's vision. And so today, every day, every weekday, I talk about different ways that we can prioritize our holistic healing and live a liberated life. So today we're talking about feeling the feelings. I haven't decided on the title of this video yet, but I know it's around, feeling things and like really allowing yourself to express the emotions that you're feeling and how that plays a big role in your evolution, in your healing, in your progression. I think a lot of us have been stagnant in our growth, in our healing, because we don't allow ourselves to feel. And as I've shared in many different videos before, that has been partially because it's how we were conditioned, literally, to learn to suppress our feelings, to detach from our emotions, and to really detach from our body. And so today, I really want to talk about this because, a lot of people I work with are fairly new to the spiritual journey. And there's this energy that surrounds the newbies, and which surrounded me as well, of like not feeling the bad feelings, like only feeling the good. Let's just like blanket everything with like gratitude and blanket everything with like, everything's great. Like, I'm so happy. Like, university, hear me, I'm happy. So make me happy, like send more happy things to me. And so like, we gotta get off track there. And when we're not clear on what we're actually feeling, we're just trying to mask our feelings. There is no progression, because I don't care. Like, it's just like, okay, for example, me and my sister know each other very well. I'm not gonna say I know her in and out, because like, how can you know another person in and out? But I know her very well. She knows me very well. So there are times when we are like feeling off when we're around each other, and we'll say, I'm fine, but the other person knows they're not fine. And so you don't have to tell me that you're not okay, but I know that you're not okay. Like, you can tell me, you can smile and, all the things, but I know you're not okay. This is exactly how it is with the universe. I feel that when we are just like masking, putting Band-Aids over the pain and just saying like, everything's fine, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. And it's okay to want to be happy. That is literally life. Like, I want to be happy too. I want to be joyful. I want to be the most of my life, as many moments of my life that I can spend filled with joy. That is what I am striving for. And so with that in mind, it can be very difficult to connect with and to actually feel these dark, heavy emotions like, grief, just overall general sadness, disappointment, anxiety, fear, like allowing them to truly come up and out. And so my guidance for you, because I was just reminded of this myself, I don't know if you can tell, it's crying today. But I definitely had to be reminded of the value of feeling my feelings. And it was triggered interestingly, because yesterday I attended this focus group for alumni of a scholarship program I was a part of in high school. And they were asking us about our experiences, after college, and just how we got to where we got. And then the scholarship was for predominantly like low income Black and brown families. And so at least that's what it was when I started back. That was like in high school, so a long time ago. But yeah, and so we were talking about, specifically, there was one question that said, how has your race played a role in your like career? And did I expect to be triggered by this question? No. Even when I answered the question, like I'm getting my answer, I'm like, I don't know exactly how. I shared a story, which I have shared before, but not really super in depth. But I'll share it today. When I share all the time that when I graduated, got my master's, I could not find a job. I rarely share why, but that happened because as I graduated, as I was nearing graduation, it was backtrack before that anyway. At the start of my second year of grad school, my supervisor at the time, one of my supervisors, basically had it out for me and told me that I would have an uphill battle and that I need to basically like bow down or be beaten. Like these were not the exact words, but this is what I took from that conversation. And so moving on, getting ready to graduate, I decided to attend a job placement exchange, spend almost $2,000 to attend this thing, get the outfits for it, talk like professional and all the things, spend my whole savings on this and leave like just a little bit for post-grad life and end up not getting a job. Like, and I'm a great candidate, mind you, like great candidate. Everybody's wondering why I'm not getting placed. Like everybody, including me, is like, what's going on? And I found out after I had graduated, I think it was either after I had graduated or like right before, that the reason I wasn't getting callbacks was because my supervisors or people that were listed as my references, which were people from my university, were bad mouthing me and saying bad things about me. And so, but in my face, they're like, this is what I'm going to say about you, this blah, blah, blah. And so basically like blackballing me in the field of higher education. And I was unaware. And I just was like, what did I do to deserve this? And so when I talked about that experience again, I had finally moved from like anger, like, cause I was very angry when I found this out. I was like, how dare they? Like, they're just such trash people. Like, who does this? Blah, blah, blah. Angry. This happened in 2019. So angry. And then we get here and then I talk about it again. And now I'm feeling like deep sadness. I'm just like, wow, that really hurt me. And I didn't realize how much it hurt me because I was so stuck in the anger. And so again, this is talking about feeling the feeling. So like, if I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling anger, but knowing that anger is a choice. That's what my therapist reminded me. Being angry is a choice. You can choose to be angry about something. And so I think I have finally progressed to the phase where I was just like, that was really disappointing. That hurt me a lot. I didn't feel I deserved that. And so it brought up a lot of other feelings for me today around all the happenings in my life that I felt I did not deserve, that really sucked, that really sucked. And I'm doing my best to not cry right now. But I have to feel these. And I told myself today, like, we're not going to sulk, but we are going to feel this. So whenever I have the urge today, and probably through this weekend, I'm going to just let myself cry until I get out how I feel, whether that's through journaling, whether that's through like, written or video journaling, talking with my therapist, just talking with my ancestors. I was just at my ancestor also just like telling like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sad. And it's okay to be sad. And so I want to tell you about this because as we're awakening, we really don't, a lot of us, I've seen this in my clients, I've seen this in myself. We feel like we are not allowed to feel the low vibrational feelings because those are the things that attract more negative energy to us. And that's not really what it is. What it is about you not staying there, because when you hold that vibration of despair, of disdain, of lack, of fear, of doubt over time, then that triggers that. And so what it is a lot of us have been in that phase, been in that state for our entire lives. And so we are just now learning how to think about life differently, how to view life differently, how to believe something different for ourselves. And, a lot of us, that came from trauma. And so we are living in response to our trauma. And so sometimes we get the idea of what to do, we start to do it, and then we come back to where it was that was comfortable for us. And then we do it again, and then we do it again, and then we do it again. But eventually, one day, you're not going to come back to home, right? Your home is going to be somewhere else. It's not going to be where you were. And so that's what we're working towards, because again, healing is a lifelong thing. You're not fixed. You're not just done at a certain age or once you've finished working through something else. There's always another lesson. Okay. Sometimes that's the most annoying part of it all, but we all came here for this. So ultimately, you got to just suck it up. All right. But my call to action for you today is to ask yourself what you've been avoiding feeling. Like, just journal, free write, like set a timer for 5 minutes and say, what have I been avoiding feeling? And so what you can do to help you like start or to get grounded before doing that is like take 3 actual full belly breaths, like inhaling, belly expands. All right. Holding it at the top for maybe 2 or 3 seconds, exhaling and relaxing the body down. Doing that 3 times, calming yourself, getting grounded wherever you're deciding to sit to journal, and then journaling about it for 5 minutes and just, letting yourself communicate with yourself. Okay. Because we be trying to block stuff way too often. So I just want you to know that you can feel it. There is no law against feeling it. The real rule of thumb, I guess, here is to not stay there. So give yourself a limited time. So I told myself, you have first earlier I said today, but it's 4:30 and I'm still feeling heavily emotional. So I feel like I'm gonna give myself today and tomorrow. And guess what I can do? If tomorrow I check in with myself and it's still feeling a little heavy for me, I can make a new plan. But what we're not gonna do is 2 weeks from now, I'm like, damn girl, we still sad. No, we're gonna set a limit and check in with ourselves so that we can honor how we feel, give ourselves a space, because some of the things we're finally allowing ourselves to feel are from years ago. I just told y'all I was triggered from like everything, like this from something that started 2 years ago. And so allow it to come up, give it the space to come up, take up space. Woo, just like let it out. And don't try to rush to feel better. Don't try to rush to be happy again. You are where you are, and just allow yourself to be there. Okay. So I hope that resonated for you. I hope that you got something from this video. If you did, please like the video, leave a comment about what most resonated with you. Make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Turn on the post notification bell so you get notified when I drop future videos. And, just stay in community with me. I invite you to join my email list where I share more intimate details about like healing and in written form. So if you're a person that likes to know these things in like written form, that happens more there. And I also share exclusive deals and freebies and stuff with my email list. And so it's just a sacred space. The internet, this is exposed to everyone, right? Like not everybody's going to subscribe to my email list. So I invite you to subscribe. I invite you to follow me on Instagram at lovinggthejourneyy, 2 G's, 2 Y's, and TikTok as well. All the platforms, get in touch with me because I'll be posting different stuff everywhere. But yeah, I thank you for tuning in with me today. I appreciate you sharing your valuable time and energy with me. I am excited to be in community with you. Oh, and here's your reminder to apply for the Get Your Shit Together program. It was 3 months. Whoa. It is a 6-week program, a spiritual mentorship group program for Black women on their healing journey that are needing support to get to that next level of their spiritual journey. So if you are, let's say you're drawn to working with your ancestors or working with spirits and you don't know what to do next, like this is the program for you. If you are trying to figure out how to manifest your vision, this is the program for you. If you're trying to understand what beliefs you have in your mind that are keeping you from living the life you want to live, this is the program for you. If you are a Black woman wanting to get more connected to your roots and where you come from, this is the program for you. I teach some of the practices that I've learned in my healing journey that have come directly from my ancestors. I teach how to revise and redefine your belief systems. I take you through a lot of good stuff in regards to your holistic healing and wellness. And there's a 4-day retreat at the end of the program in March. So the weekend of the spring equinox. So if you are down for that, you want to learn more, definitely click the link below, look at the website, see what all is involved in the program, see what other people have said about being in the program, and, go ahead and apply because we get started the 2nd week of February. Applications, I'm making decisions on who is in the program February 4th. That is next Friday. So if you want to be in that number, get your application in now so we can schedule a consultation as ASAP. and take you to where you want to go ultimately. And so I invite you to advise you to set your intention for what you want to get out of a program like this before you apply, because I was really intentional about the creation of my application as well as the program. And so I'm calling in those that are also intentional in the way they show up in their lives. So take some time to breathe, be mindful about what you're going to say in your application. And I'm excited to meet you. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Mwah. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday.